right, welcome to Amazing Reality.
Hi.
Welcome today. Um, it's going to be special, it's going to be different as we're having a lot of gist to present to you. First of all, I want to introduce those that are present with me today. I have a very wonderful special guest with me today because of this wonderful topic and wonderful discussion. Alright, I am OC Chris, as you always see in the YouTube channel. So, by my left hand side is Mr. Isaac. Mr. Isaac, you are welcome today.
Thank you.
By my right hand side is Miss Courage. Miss Courage, you are welcome today.
Thank you, it's my pleasure.
Alright, so today we have something wonderful, like I said, a gist, a situation, a live event that is going to pass a message to you, give you understanding. You are going to learn a lot from it. So please stay connected, stay tuned. Let's talk. You are going to have a chance. Drop your comment in the comment box, suggestion, and what you think. All right. So let's go straight to what we have today. So Mr. Isaac, you are going to have a lot to contribute, as well, Miss Courage. All right. Okay. Something happened like this, the Lord. A man and a woman. The man is a pastor, and I think the woman also should be spiritual because she's getting married or she's marrying a pastor.
Of course.
Yeah, but there's a difference based on the story. And now this is the pastor, this is the wife, and they are married for a couple of years. They are married for a couple of years, and the wife got pregnant. Even in the process. But before I go into that, there was something that actually resulted to that. This is a young man, very handsome and spiritual. You know, all those young ministers burning for God, you understand? And now he has been praying for marriage, he want to get married, and people, a lot of ladies has been around him. So somehow a bit confused to say perhaps. And now he was posted to this particular church, and when he got there, somehow he got linked up to this young lady, which he got married even in the church. You know, we believe that once you are in the church, you are born again, you are spirit filled.
Exactly. What do you expect?
But that is not the truth. That's not the truth. Some are outside the church, but they are far better than those in the church. So he got married to this young lady. They got married. They've been married for a couple of years. And she got pregnant after a while, and now this man has been staying with his own younger sister together in the house as a sister. Nothing bad about it. So, excuse me. Now they have been married. She got pregnant, and this girl has been with the brother, staying with the brother in the same house, even with the wife, normal as a family. So one day, the wife went out. And coming back to the house, she stepped into the house and saw the husband's sister, younger sister, coming out from their room. And she asked, "What are you looking for? What did you go into the room to do?" And the young girl said, "I just want to pick up something, perhaps by an instruction or whatsoever. I don't see anything wrong entering into your brother's room whatsoever." She just picked offense out of it. Why would you enter there? I don't know if you have anything on ground before now. So she just reacted, and while that was going on, the husband came in. Honey, what is the problem? This is just my sister. If she's your sister, you could have some level of suspense. But this is my own sister. And you just want to pick up something from the room. No, don't talk to me that way. Don't talk. I don't want to hear anything. Before you know that, the woman raised her hand and slapped the husband. And the man said, you slapped me? Seriously? I can't believe it. You slapped me. Okay, slap me again. She gave him another. That is two. The man said, "See, you slapped me twice. Okay, slap me again. Since you have seen me to slap." So she gave the man the third time. And the man said, "I'm not going to touch you, but this marriage is over. Leave my house. It is over." And so many pastors in the church who are above The man, the husband, apologized. They talked to him because they know the consequences of divorcing the wife per se. But the man refused because the lady in particular was not feeling remorse at all. So the man said, I am not going to marry again. With the pregnancy, the woman left and the man remained to herself. And for that reason, the church had to place the man on discipline. You know, that's what the churches believe. And they dropped him from being a pastor, and I don't know the whereabouts of the man for now. So that is how the marriage and the home got teared apart. So this is bothering me, and I think I should bring it to the house while we talk about it. So to you now, what do you think? Do you think what the lady did was right? Maybe it's wrong for the husband younger sister to be in the room. Do you think she did what is right by reacting that way to the extent of slapping the husband? What do you think as a lady, Miss Courage?
Also, I want to ask something. Is this a true life story?
Yes, it is a true life story.
This issue is really manipulative, if I may say, because ordinarily I don't know their agreement as couples.
Please be a bit audible so that they can hear you.
Okay, thank you. Sometimes before some couples get married, though I'm not married, but I have idea of some things they do even before during courtship before marriage. Some couples agree that okay, your sister or my in-laws or your mother, your sisters, none of them is going to come visit us, except we want to allow them. So sometimes there's some couples have agreement between themselves, and they agree that nobody is going to come visit it. I don't know if they have such agreement before. That is one. Secondly, looking at the issue, normally for my brother to come to my place, I don't think my husband should have issue with that. Or he should see my own blood sister or brother in my room. I don't think he should have issue with that. Like as me. If I see his own sister in his room or around the house, I shouldn't have issue because they stayed together even before I came into the picture. So they have been together. So in that issue, like for them to stand on that, for her to stand rather on that, get pissed off. Maybe there is something happening before. Like for instance, we have this instance whereby in a family the siblings have relationship together. I don't know if that's the case, but sometimes it really happens, especially mostly it's not only in African countries, we also have in almost all the continents around the world. So some people have this incest in their family, and sisters and brothers sleeping together, stuff like that, and maybe they have it in their family and it's become a problem, and she says that kind of thing happening between the brother and the sister, or maybe an issue like that has happened, and maybe she doesn't want that for her home, or they both agree that this person is not going to come to the house, this person is not going to stay in the house, or maybe have anything to do with the family. So, and she's saying that maybe the man going against it, and she got furious because I don't see any woman in the right sense should be offended when he or she sees her husband, sister. I don't think so. So in this case, I don't know the problem. And secondly, and thirdly, it can be a foundational problem. It can be not a foundational problem actually. It can be a manipulation. That I said is a manipulative issue. It can be a manipulation because we shouldn't also be ignorant of the devices of the enemy. And sometimes, like just looking at them, she's slapping the man, and the man's okay, slap me again, a pastor. Okay, slap me again. I slap him. Okay, slap me again. Finish. Go home. The marriage is over. Just like that. So it can be manipulative. The devil doesn't really like good things coming out from homes. When you look at your home and you see, these ones, they're going to be a terror to me. They devil want to look for ways in which you can pack up that family. And you don't know, that's something we have to be careful. And we should not be ignorant of the devices of the enemies. Because in one way or the other, we want to come through any means to destroy the marriage. So even as we think that a marriage is carnal, but it's also more of spirituality, because it's a battle. So and to the pastor, he was too quick in taking such decision. I knew that it's an abomination. It's a taboo for a woman to raise up her hand to slap a man, or even to insult or to curse. It's not good. That one I turned it back. But looking at what she did, if the husband is sensitive enough, have this woman done this before? Has she bring any nature like close to this action she just displayed? If no, then why can't you sit down and think like what happened? Like I have a situation concerning you. When I was writing my Y, and that was years back, I was on program. I was on program that period, and I came to my brother. This is my brother that even if we have issue, we can just talk to each other. And that is all. He hasn't raised up his hand to like slap me or maybe beat me up. But that day I came up to meet him and tell him something which he was wrong. And then for this time, he raised up his hand to slap me. I was like, wow, you slapped me? Why did you slap me? He said, I will slap you again. And he raised up his hand and gave me 5 dirty slaps, not a clean one, it was actually dirty. And I was looking at him. I couldn't say anything. I was dumbfounded because he hasn't done that before. Are you getting my point? He hasn't done that before. I'm like, what happened? Why was this action just being displayed now? And I was on program. Does it mean the devil is tempting me? Maybe God wants to do something and he just wants those things to be aborted. So I gave a thought, and he later came to apologize. So sometimes even with the reaction of the lady, has she done that before? If she hasn't done that before, why can't you just sit down, like before you take your action, reflect. Is the enemy trying to win over my home? I just believe that sometimes even while we are angry, like maybe physically, we want to take some actions, we should also look at the spiritual aspect and look at what the devil is interested in, especially in our lives.
All right, thank you very much. If I actually understood a lot that you have said, yeah, maybe there are some issues of, foundational issues between or that has been happening in the family of the man, which the woman does not want for our own family. Maybe he says the brother sleeping with the sister, and maybe it has been happening, perhaps, but that wasn't in the play anyway. But let's assume maybe financial issues have been happening. So are you telling us that perhaps that kind of thing has been happening on that ground, and the woman seen it and she doesn't want such for her family? Then she's right taking the action she took.
I do not support such. I can't tell you that she's right. She's totally wrong. 101% wrong. But perhaps she also have a temperament issue. Maybe she's an all-temper person and she doesn't know. Like some people just show aggression in that. Even some people breaking things, damaging things in the house. What do you have to even say about that?
Then, okay, on that ground, to me, I think no matter what, there are some way we handle issues with wisdom. Now, even if such a thing is happening or you have an idea about it and you don't want it for your own out as a lady, you shouldn't go some mile trying to achieve what you want. You get it now? Maybe you're trying to achieve what you want, getting it in the wrong way. Because now the marriage is broken. Have you now achieved putting the family together, or have you not achieved your own vision and dream for your home?
That's why I say it can be manipulative, because not only the man and not only the woman build up the home. Even if it happens like that to the woman, the man should also be sensitive enough.
It's all right.
It should be.
I am coming. I'm trying to bring out some point here, not trying to be personal about it.
Of course.
Now, at the same time, it could be manipulative, like she said. Now, if it is manipulative, that is where the pastor were trying to bring him into the shoe. Now, as a man, Mr. Isaac, who is a pastor, like we said, the woman is not justified by doing that.
Sure.
Because even if, for example, you caught your husband even sleeping with the sister, for example, not even another person now, the sister in particular, you caught them. Do you need to kill your husband because of the incident? No. Do you have to go to some wrong mind in achieving your dream for the betterment of the home? No.
No, of course.
So that is where wisdom comes in marriage.
Sure.
Yeah.
If you take away wisdom, you will destroy in the process of trying to build.
Yes.
Of course.
So now we come to the aspect of the man now. He is a pastor. We assume he should be matured.
Of course, yes, it should be.
So somebody who is leading a church should be matured. Now, as a pastor, something like that happened. I don't know how you feel as a man. What do you think he should have done? How better? What is the best mean you think you should have handled this matter? Is it right by quitting the marriage, telling the woman to go back home because of the incident?
Well, to my own understanding, if after the slapping of straight slapping, it has happened, but before it leads to that, the man should find a way of calming the woman down. Because the woman, although maybe the woman is paranoid, maybe she's hungry inside or something, but it's true, still have a way of still talking to the wife, saying, calm down. I don't know what you're thinking. I don't know what happened to you. Why you're getting so overwhelmed, so getting hungry. But just calm down. And after the first slap, the man shouldn't say, then slap me again.
It's
And slap me
provocative.
again.
It's provocative.
You don't. So what are you trying to create? You have ego, or what are you trying to
Maybe
achieve?
it's an egoistic person.
What are you trying to achieve from asking her to slap you again? The fact that she slapped you is your home. And you know there's a future coming, she's pregnant. There's a future coming out from there. So you should know that there's manipulation in that area. We should look also, as a pastor, also look into the spiritual aspect. Yes, physical aspect. Just try and see how you can try and talk to the woman. But maybe we don't know what will have happened in the past, what she said. Maybe the foundation of the man, maybe whatever, we don't know, we can't conclude.
Yeah.
Or maybe they have agreements already. Maybe she already said
Okay.
the woman should be out of the
About it
house.
too. Okay.
Maybe they've agreed, okay, that's your sister, I don't want her when I come back home. But the girl is still there. And maybe there's some issue, maybe for quarrel between, some ladies, when they stay together, sometimes it leads to argument or whatever. Maybe she's fed up with her. And she don't want to see her anymore. We're coming to see her again. And even seeing her in the husband's room. That means whatever they've discussed doesn't really count.
Yeah.
You understand? So we don't know what happened in that area. But although after the slapping, and they've parted, it's not the right thing. But they parted, and the woman doesn't have the right to even slap the man in the first instance. But since that's happened, I think they need a space for them to think about. But it's not the best to break up the home. Because home that they've been building, like what you said, building a house and you destroy it one day, it's not the best. They should still find a way of trying to reconcile things and come to know that there is spiritual aspect, there's physical aspect, there's manipulation. In every home, there's always a manipulation. It's supposed to be wise and know how to build their home. So in this case, they've separated or whatever. Pastor, they now need to get church involved to do counseling. Maybe they still need to mature in some area, I don't know, physically.
Yeah.
You understand? Because it's a serious thing. A home that you built and she's pregnant and just a sister, just a little thing. Now they are separating. It's not the best.
And sorry, permit me to say that sometimes also pride rules. You know why I said so? The woman can be so full of pride, and even the man can be so full of pride.
Yes.
Because even when the church came into, there's a kind of people that come into your matter. You just allow it be. You just allow your anger just calm down, because these people are already involved. Okay, don't be offended. Can you just accept her in? Okay, because of you said so. It's a church. Okay, let me give it a try. But some people are full of pride. No, my yes is my yes, my no is my no. And the woman again, she was not even apologetic.
At all.
I don't know, before a woman can even stand on her right on that ground, we can't really say. And even for the church to come back and to see, okay, plead on her behalf, and she's still not apologetic, then there is an issue there, because women are easily broken than even men.
Yes.
And now she's not apologetic.
Correct.
Then maybe there might be pride. And maybe there may be something else again she is standing on that may not be open to the public.
That justify her, because you made a point for the church to get into the matter and speak to the man to accept the woman back. That will come into your matter, you should just let things be. That means the woman also being involved in the matter, and the church has also come in and said, can you just apologize to this man? She should also be able to listen to the church and just let everything lie that way and apologize.
That's why I said there might be pride between the man and the woman, because both of them might be egoistic. So you say sometimes two captains in a boat. I don't want to agree. I don't want to agree. I don't want to agree. And the two of them just like that. Then we bend. So there might be pride also.
It's okay. Let me try to bring these few things together now. Like what Mr. Isaac just said. What I want you to pick up is marriage is not just carnal, it is spiritual. When the devil sees something bright, something good in a home, the home becomes a target. And it could come in and manipulate through anyone. So as a pastor, we believe you are matured. We believe you have gotten to some level of wisdom and understanding. So you should be able to not just see it in the physical aspect of it, but go into spiritual. This woman have not been doing this kind of thing, and he did it. Very provocative. But think about the spiritual aspect of your home. Now you should go into spiritual and handle this matter. We know it is not easy, but you have been preaching to people,
Yeah.
so you should be able to practice it with wisdom,
Yeah.
and do it. That is
Correct.
one.
Yeah.
Then number two, we're talking about you know, the sisters are coming, and maybe they have agreed nobody should visit, nobody should not visit. Now we have agreed not to visit, and somebody visits. No matter what, we shouldn't go to some extent in doing something.
Yes.
That is where I want to pick up that in marriage there should be self-control in whatever we do.
Yeah.
Of course.
There should be self-control in anything we do.
Should
I
slow
think
to action.
that is a point I want to pick out
Yeah.
from that
Very
place.
important.
Now, maybe you have agreed with your husband. Nobody should visit. To me, I don't see anything wrong in someone visiting, but it's based on the agreement of the man
Both.
and
Yeah.
the women.
Sure.
When I was a bit younger, I've gone to my sister's house several times. At times I meet the husband. It is nothing wrong. You don't see anything wrong in it. At times the man's people they visit. You don't see anything wrong in it. We stay to our time that we need to go, and we go. We have our own space. We know our limits. But when it's on the agreement of the home, it should be followed on the agreement. But if broken, we should use wisdom to handle situations.
Yeah.
See, we should use wisdom to handle whatever that we are